That's the point of it all. No one's miserable and everyone actually gets to enjoy what they do. So when we're looking at actual efficiency of a team, one of the hugest components of that is how autonomously can the team operate. So autonomy can be viewed from two different perspectives, basically. If you're doing the direct work, autonomy means that your supervisor, your leader, your company has given you all the tools and knowledge and support that you need to operate successfully at your job with very little, if any, oversight. So it's basically, you gave me all the tools I need for my job, I can do my job as I see fit, and I can get it done by the deadline to the high quality standard that's necessary without any oversight, with no one checking in, with no one, looking over my shoulder the entire time. Basically, I get the freedom to do my job as I see fit, and my work trusts me that I'm going to perform to the standard that they have set. Now, if you're coming from the supervisory position, autonomy, again, means that your team can operate almost independently, if not completely independently. You're giving them the knowledge, you're giving them the skill, you're giving them your time and support, you're giving them whatever they need to operate independently. So basically, you can put Carol on a project and take your hands off and back up, and Carol will execute on that project perfectly, if not perfectly, to an incredibly high standard. So you're free to do more of your responsibilities, to train more people, to bring in more people to the team, take on more projects, and basically your team is allowed to grow because they're given the space to develop themselves, and you don't need to be micromanaging every single person. You're just in charge of maintaining their feeling of support, their feeling of safety, their identification with the overall group's purpose, and basically you're there to water them and feed them to make sure they grow into the professionals that they can be. And autonomy is something that's very, very frequently denied a lot of people in the current work setting. Reason being is that from the employee perspective, they feel like, I'm going to get into a lot of trouble if I screw this up. So I want my boss to check in every 10 seconds so I know that everything is going exactly how they want it, because I feel like I might lose my job if something goes awry. Or else I don't know how to do this. I haven't been shown, I haven't been given the skill development or the support. So I need someone overseeing it the entire time to make sure I do it right, because if I'm on it by myself, it's not going to get done right, and then again, I'm going to get fired or I'm going to get in trouble. From the supervisory perspective, autonomy is typically denied because you don't trust your team. Stacy is always late with her reports. Frank always turns in half-assed work. Bill's brand new and I don't think he can actually do his job, so I'm going to keep a very close eye on him. And when you don't trust your team, it's typically because you're worried that you're going to get in trouble if something goes, poorly with your team's project. So you're just checking in on everyone every single second that you get and correcting them every single time that they're doing something that's different from how you would do it. And that takes up a huge amount of your time and develops a lot of friction between you and your team, because they know what they're doing, they're smart, they're trained, they've been doing this for years, and yet here you are, directly criticizing them for every single thing, even though the way that they're doing it is fine. And again, that creates a lot of turnover, it creates a lot of frustration, it's a huge loss in productivity, because the employees aren't going to do their full work because they think, well, why should I, when Josh is just going to come in and correct it and change it and finish it for me anyways. There's no benefit to it. It's all a lot of fear or poor preparation to handle these projects. So autonomy is something that that all teams need to strive for, and they need to understand that it requires a lot of work to be put in on the front end. That way you are 100% confident that someone can do a job, or that you yourself can do a job, and then you're given freedom to actually go and do that. You're given freedom to go and develop the way that you want to develop. You're given freedom to do the projects the way that you want to do them, as long as you're meeting that high quality standard. So that's what autonomy is, and it's super, super vital, but it's scary to put in place. And really, once you get over that fear and you put in that front load of work, you can stand back and let things take off, because people have the tools and support that they need to be successful. Autonomy is incredibly important. I cannot stress that enough. Hey, what's up everybody? I just want to thank you real quick for watching my content. I really appreciate it, and I hope that it's bringing you some value. I know this stuff is really good to hear, but you actually have to apply it to your workplace for the actual value to be there. So if you have any questions on how to do that, if you have any topics that I haven't covered that you want to learn more about, if you have some scenarios that you want some advice on, feel free to shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to help people out with that. As well as if you watch the content and you're seeing value in it and you're actually interested in working with the Leadership 101 consulting company, I'll include my email in this video, as well as our website is thisisleadership101.com. Feel free to shoot us a message. We can set up a phone call or a meeting and just kind of talk about what issues are going on, what you're hoping that we can do to help out, and go from there. Thanks, everybody.